Hey everyone, my name is Banks, and I was always very nervous about giving my testimony because honestly, I don't think I've ever given my testimony before. And also, I feel like it's not very complete yet, but you'll find out later why I think that. But to start out, I'm from Greenwood, and I started out in a Christian home, and I went to church at a very young age. Here's my church in Greenwood. That's Laurel Baptist Church. And I got baptized very young. I want to say around 8 or 9. And, I was a church-loving kid growing up. And, I was growing up learning about Christ. I was I participated in my youth group and Awanas, which is a program. And, everything was going great until 5th grade when my parents got divorced. And it was a very bad divorce, and it really tore me apart because I started living with my mom, and she kind of stopped going to church, and so I kind of stopped going to church. And it was just kind of like that for a while. And then I started going to Greenwood Christian School, and I started going to church again. I started to participating again, but that kind of fizzled out after a while. And, I kind of went back in my old ways. And then I started playing football, as you can tell, at Greenwood Christian School. And football can bring out the best or the worst in you. And it was starting to bring out the worst in me. I was cussing like crazy. I was just doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. So I want to bring up Revelation 3:16, which is, "So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth." And that's exactly what I was. I was just lukewarm. I was just going through the motions of being a Christian, not really caring. And looking back, that was very troubling because I knew what Christ's love was like, and I knew how great he was. I just didn't want to be a part of that. And, but that was early on in high school. So started going on later on in high school. I got some good friends and started to become a better Christian. But I was still kind of lukewarm, so I decided to come to North Greenville, which is a great Christian school. And I roomed with one of my friends in high school. His name is Reagan. And he's a great guy and a great Christian. And we started bonding, and I started growing more with him. And it was around last year in school was when I decided to rededicate my life. So I'd like to bring up another verse, which is Matthew 16:24. "Then Jesus said to his disciples, 'If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.'" And this really meant big for me because that meant give everything to Christ, and truly live for him. And then when I started playing football here, every Monday we have a Bible study. And we got packets, and I don't have it, but it looks just like this, but it says Bible study and whatever Monday that we have it on. And I love it, and I love that Bible study. And, I love growing with these guys. And, I've really recently caught fire for Jesus. And to leave you, I'd like to say 1 Corinthians 10:31. "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." And, I said, my testimony is not complete because I've recently caught fire for Jesus again and rededicated my life. And I love where it's taking me.